Let's see.
Hey guys, it's Ted Bogert. Welcome back to the Ted Show. I'm really excited to have this friend of ours, this amazing young lady, Leslie Soto, is on the show today. We're going to
Hello,
talk about being
everyone.
passionately curious. We're going to talk about all sorts of things, including how beautiful she always looks. And she also did some amazing karaoke last night, so that's just kind of on a side. She's awesome. She's a great human being. Welcome, Leslie. How you doing?
Thank you so much. I'm doing great. It's such a nice day out.
It
Super
is. It's
excited.
beautiful. You have such a great attitude. I asked you to be on for a while, but specifically this month because we're wrapping up Military Appreciation Month. So you have all sorts. Your story and your journey I find fascinating. And so, the audience always loves that. So if you'll kick it off with kind of giving us your background and maybe your journey
Sure,
and how you got
great.
here.
So my name is Leslie Soto, and I'm originally from Boston. I grew up in Boston. I did always go back and forth to Puerto Rico to visit my grandmother. Ended up going to school in Puerto Rico when I was younger, which was a lot of fun, especially because I learned Spanish later on, not early. So when I went to school there, I really did not know that much Spanish. So that was it was fun to get to know everybody and learn Spanish in Puerto Rico. But from there, I did move around. Um, Ended up joining the army right out of high school. Um,
What was that choice like? Like out of high school, you just decided that's the best path for me. Did you come from a family of military or was
I
this all
did.
you? Okay.
I did. Actually, one of the main reasons why I wanted to join was because of my older cousin. Her name is Sasha, and she joined. And I believe she was one of the first females in my family that joined the military. And I thought that was amazing. I never really thought, I mean, I've seen women in the military, but I feel when it just became in the family and I saw it like firsthand, I just thought I want to do it. They are strong. They're independent women. My cousin was a very intelligent, is a very intelligent girl, and I just thought I want to be like her. I want to do it. I want to join, and I want
And
to
so
be.
how long were you in?
So I was in for a few years. I did have a medical discharge. Ended up leaving the military, but I was able to go to Fort Jackson in South Carolina. Then I went up to Fort Lee, Virginia. I was stationed out of Framingham, Massachusetts. I was in the National Guard, so I was in the reserve when I went in. And I was 93 inches, so I did survive, and I worked a lot with, just ammunition, which was always fun.
So thank you
It's
for your service, by the way. It's amazing, and I appreciate that. We all appreciate that. And Military Appreciation Month is this month. So if you all have not thanked a vet or an active military member or their families, please go out and
yes,
do that because we
thank
really
you.
need to support our military family.
It's
Tell us
very
about what happened
simple.
when you left. So you go from this very structured, anything military is very structured. You get medically discharged, and then what did you do? What did you decide to do with your life?
So I love people. So I decided that I was going to go into the hair industry and retail. So I did both. I decided to just do the hair industry, cosmetology, because I have a passion for it. I just love to transform. I feel like hair is something that is an accessory. You can change it up depending on your mood. If you're feeling like you just need to go and run out there and have a messy hair day, that is perfectly fine. You want to glam it up, want to do makeup, no makeup. I feel like it's just an accessory. It's something that you're feeling and you just want to put it out there for the day. And retail, I love to sell. I love to sell. I love talking to people and getting to know what people like. Because I feel like once you do have that connection with the person, it's not selling, it's giving them something that they need. So I got into the watch industry. And I was working here in Orlando before in 2006. Decided to move to Orlando. Um, Loved Orlando. Loved the Latin culture here and the Caribbean fields and the palm trees. Decided working for Movado and started selling watches. And I still did my hair on the side. I still visited people in their homes, did makeup, weddings, was able to travel around to New York as well. And I ended up finally back in Boston again. And I started doing the hair business full time. That took off for a while. And I did
Well, your hair looks amazing. Your beauties, you always look impeccable. So that explains a lot. I get
yeah.
it.
But
You
that's the
really,
makeup.
you always look fresh. Is that the word all the kids are using these days? You always look fresh.
Thank you, thank you. Fenty highlighter is the best.
Secrets from Leslie. When did you decide? When did you make the transition to real estate?
Last year during the pandemic, I was living for 2 years in Vegas. And I have family in Vegas as well. 2 years ago, well, now 3 years ago, I decided to move to Vegas. I have a fiance, Christina, and I have known each other since middle school from Boston, and we traveled together to Vegas for just a career change for her and for myself. When we Last year when we was in Vegas, she graduated from being a surgical tech, and the pandemic hit. Her graduation was in March. March, Vegas shut down. It was a zombie world. I never saw Vegas so dark. All the lights were out, all the casinos were shut down. It was very creepy. It was a little eerie being there. And we decided to go back to Boston. That's where my roots are, my family's there. And we decided to go back with our family and see what happens next. I decided to join real estate because I really like just being a part of the community. In Vegas, I was able to help a lot with the Project One in Vegas, which helped a lot of just less fortunate people with groceries and just being able to help them with contacting them with clothing, food, just any type of assistance that they needed with home. And I wanted to carry that into this year past the pandemic. I think that that was kind of a blessing in disguise.
Sure.
It showed how strong that we can be when everything is kind of taken away all of a sudden and you're a little bit lost. So I decided that family was the best thing to hold on to, and our relationship just got stronger from it. I He has my back, my fiance, lover. He really told me just do it. You want to talking about real estate for a while. You want to give back to the community, be there for the community, and just go and do it. And I decided to do it and move back to Orlando, and I wanted to do it here where I just grew to love Orlando since I've lived here before.
And who are you with now? You're with the Property Pros.
And with the Property Pros, a big shout out to the Property Pros. I is the first brokerage that I decided to join right out of school as soon as I got my license, and I do not regret it. The amount of love, support, it really feels like a family. It doesn't feel like it's just a business
All
transaction.
of it. It's such a great group. The between Anthony, Wendy, Nick, Viviana, the whole team is just
They've been
really
amazing.
amazing. And so you landed at the right place. I'm happy for you.
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Talk
It's
about
been
the
a
quote.
blessing.
I took part of what you wrote. Being passionately curious is actually part of a longer quote by Albert Einstein, I believe. Why did that resonate with you? What does being passionately curious mean?
So I do have a very big curiosity with everything, whether it's with fashion, just getting to know people, whether it is in retail, just having that connection of being curious what makes a person tick, what makes them happy, what makes them just smile. And I feel that we should be serious in the world about everyone. Whether it's cultures, it's different types of people, it's different types of careers, just getting to know why does a person that works at a fast food restaurant work there, and being curious for their story, their life, and continue it forward all the way to even with religion. Um, I myself have been curious with even my own feelings, and just in the part of I've been married before, to men, and I'm not anymore, with a man, and just having to go through that journey, and being open with my family, that was a big curiosity that even my parents asked me, well, why? Why now? You're 37, or well, then was 32. It's everybody's curious, and instead of shutting it down, letting it out, and sharing it with everyone why you're curious about this one thing, I feel like it's very strong. It's just a good feeling.
I love it. I love the fact that you were given an opportunity to be you, to open up, because a lot of times that's very difficult. It's very difficult for anybody to come talk with their family about, especially about anything that personal. And so to be able to do that and live your life the way that you want to live it without the crazy restrictions that the world tends to put on us, I think it's absolutely awesome. And you can tell when you are speaking to you, when you see you, the Leslie you're seeing right now, guys, is the exact same Leslie you see in person. She's just as bubbly and positive and effervescent and kind-hearted in her approach to pretty much anything, whether it's singing Chaka Khan last night, or
My
getting
Jessica.
involved. You were so good. It was really good. We had a great time. But I love that because you could tell when somebody is holding back for whatever reason, and then you can also tell when somebody just lets go because they know themselves. They feel good about who they are and what they're doing. What do you do to keep this positivity going? Meditation, prayer, exercise, cocktails. What is it that you do on a daily basis to keep positive and always have that beautiful smile on?
It's honestly, it does take a lot because you do. I feel that I have to work on myself on just maintaining that positive vibe in my mind. So if something does go wrong, I honestly tend to Charlie, which is my dog. So if anybody knows, I have a little Shih Tzu, and he's 10 to 11 pounds, and he makes my day so much brighter. Just because a problem happens, I go home and I think about the problem. I play with him first, and it kind of eases my emotions, and it makes me happy because I'm happy to be with him. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, okay, the problem is not that big. And I think that sometimes you just have to talk to yourself. I have quotes around in my office that I like to see, positive quotes, and that really makes me just change my train of thought. Just for that one moment. It could be, I think that if you stay negative, you keep having negative thoughts about the problem, and then you don't see that the problem is really not that big, and you can solve it.
It's true. I think that people will get so stuck in the negative, and then they don't know how to get out of it because they have buried themselves in it. They've committed to being negative. They've decided that this is the place they're going to be, and I think they stay in it too long. It's okay to have that moment, right? Which you have with like with Charlie or with your family or your fiance, but you still have to figure out how to come out of it. You can't live in it all the time.
Yeah, because I also think that even if you don't have a really big support system around you, or maybe a big family, um, it's okay because it's your self-esteem, your mental health, and as long as you know that you're doing yourself good, good things will happen.
Amen. All right. So tell them if they want to learn more about real estate, they want to learn more about you, they're a buyer or a seller. Let's get them in touch with you. What's the best way?
Just give me a call directly. Give me a text, shoot me a text message. You can go onto my website as well and drop your information in there, and I will contact you. But message me directly. I always am available, even to just answer any questions about just credit, even if you're not ready to buy at the moment. It doesn't have to necessarily be about real estate either. I like to join and do things around the community all the time and go out to places around Orlando. So if you're not in Orlando and you would like to know a little bit more about Orlando because you're planning to move here, give me a call. I've lived in so many different places from East to West Coast and here in Florida that I have the good spots to go to.
Love it. All right. You're an absolute joy. Thank you again for your service, for your community work, for all
Thank
that
you.
you do for the world. And that big giant smile is awesome. It's always great to see. Leslie Soto, reach out homekeyswithleslie.com, or you can just find her on social media, and I guarantee you she will respond just in the most beautiful way like she is right now. Leslie, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank
We
you
adore you.
so much.
All right.
I
Mwah.
love you all. Thank
All
you.
right. Love you guys. Everybody have a great one. We'll be back. Reach out to Leslie Soto, homekeyswithleslie.com.
Yes.
We'll find her.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.